Hi, I'm Sebastian, and I'm a rising senior at Manhattan Hunter Science High School. This is my third and final milestone. I was showing you how the flex sensors can control this car and the claw. Of course separately, but it still works. Right now this will be forward. Then I can go back. Then I can turn left. And then, then if I press this button and I can toggle between the motor and the car. So when I press this button, I can go right over to the claw. And then I can open the claw. And rotate this. And make the shoulders and elbow, or basically like the shoulder and elbow of the body, move out like that, and then go back to 0. And yeah, that's all. So I guess the hard part about this was the coding, not really the circuitry, because the circuitry was already done by this time. So there was so many small issues with the code that I couldn't. I was it was hard. It was horrible. But I guess I learned a lot. I learned a lot about coding, just how to troubleshoot it by myself, and maybe with a little bit of help at times. And so what I did was I had to write 2 separate pieces of code, each for the sender and for the receiver. So for the sender, I had to use a piece of code called XP write, and for this XP read, it basically sends a certain type of certain message over to the car and tells it to move a certain way or do something based on whatever gesture I put for each gesture. The thing I enjoyed was finally seeing this thing actually work at the end, because it was like a brutal 6 weeks. It just there were so many times I thought that I wasn't not going to get this claw to ever move because the servos were just so buggy. But at the end of the day, I ended up seeing everything work. Maybe of course I can work on the claw a bit more, but I mean at the end of the day it still does what I wanted it to do at the end.